And welcome to this week's live Monday music motivation. Good morning, everybody. I'm running just a couple minutes late here, but pretty close. So it's a good morning. I hope you all are doing well and ready for a great week of practice. I do have something super exciting that is probably the most important thing and definitely the main point of this Monday music motivation, and that's to tell you about the sound quality workshop that I'm going to be doing this Saturday, May 20th. So if you're watching this live, it's this Saturday for you. If you're watching this in the future, this is May 20th, 2023. This is going to be an awesome workshop going super deep on all things sound quality. And that was the other thing that I wanted to talk about today, which is this idea of immersion. They always say if you want to learn a new language, the best way to learn a new language is like go to the country where it's spoken, be immersed in the language, be around other native speakers and that kind of thing to sort of really, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you just got to immerse yourself with native speaking of that language. And I think that's true for learning. The more you can immerse yourself in it, the better you learn it, because it's just all aspects of your brain are thinking about it and processing it and taking it in, and it's coming from all different angles too. When you, for example, learn a language in a textbook, you sort of learn one thing and then learn the next thing, and it can be good, and some people like myself actually learn really well that way, but it's sort of one angle. Learn the vocabulary, maybe another angle of some practice exercises, maybe one other angle of like the context of how the grammar actually works and the rules and things. So you have like a little bit of a few different things going on, whereas when you're immersing yourself in it, you have conversations, this context of different situations, eating, going and shopping, all kinds of different things happening all the time. And when your brain gets all of those different angles, that's when we learn the best, because the brain just gets better at doing whatever it's doing. So the more different angles you can be looking at something, the more deeply it's going to get into your brain and the more of a full picture you're going to have about it. Another analogy to this is actually very relevant in artificial intelligence. If you look at something like ChatGPT, the way that it learned was by getting a sampling of the internet. And with those kinds of AI, the more information that they have to work with, the more complex and more thorough they can be in how they understand it. And our brains work exactly the same way. So that's why immersion is so powerful, because you have so many different angles and contexts, and your brain's really working with it and seeing how all of these things are coming together in real time. And that's again why, if you want to sound better on the clarinet, I highly encourage you to go to quickstartclarinet.com/sound and get a ticket to this weekend's sound quality workshop. It's going to be an incredible opportunity for truly full immersion into learning the clarinet and all aspects of sound quality things. I'm planning for the event to be starting at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, going until 4 p.m. Mountain Time. We will have like an hour lunch break somewhere in there. I think we'll see how the schedule works on the quickstartclarinet.com/sound. There is a rough schedule that I have. We might flex a little bit depending on questions and which topics have more interest and things like that. But it's going to be 6 hours of teaching and working, and we're going to be going at lots of different angles as well. We're going to start in the morning with some of the sort of theoretical stuff, where I'm going to do some presentations on some new research that I found new to me, not necessarily generally new, but new to me, and some concepts of how the sound actually works. Then we're going to have lots of questions there. So anything that you guys come up with, it's always great to hear the questions that you have, because it really helps bring new information and sometimes puts me off on different tangents that are really effective and useful. So again, we're going to have all those different angles of my presentations on like the physics of sound, equipment, air, all that good stuff, along with your questions, sort of adding to that. Then in the afternoon, we're going to be actually doing some working together where we're going to all be playing our instruments and putting that theory into practice and seeing how it actually feels on the instrument to sort of find those sweet spots and all the variables that I'm talking about. And I'm going to give you some great exercises for that as well. And we're also going to actually work one-on-one. Not necessarily everybody who registers will be one-on-one, but I'm going to be doing things like we'll do an embouchure exercise, and then I'll ask if anybody struggles with embouchure and sort of pick somebody to work on with that, sort of like little hot seats or kind of things like that, little mini lessons in there. I think is going to be super fun. And again, more angles because we're going to actually see it in real time. Even if you're not somebody who I work with one-on-one, by seeing me work with other people one-on-one, you'll sort of get a feel for, oh, that was interesting. Yes, I have that same problem. That's how they fixed it. I can try that. And you'll have your clarinet ready to go and can try it in real time. So I think it's going to be an awesome workshop. Again, it's like a full day, fully immersing ourselves into all things related to clarinet sound quality. And I'm also putting together a little PDF that you'll leave with. That's going to be your game plan of some specific exercises you can do in your practice to continue developing that sound quality and all that good stuff. The more I think about it, I think this works out to be almost like a whole course on sound quality, just sort of packaged a little differently into a one-day workshop that's live and interactive, which I think is going to be so much fun to get to see all of your faces and hear you play and work together. So I'm obviously very excited about this. I think you can tell, hopefully from my energy here, that I think it's going to be an awesome event. Go to quickstartclarinet.com/sound to get your ticket for it. There are tickets. It's a paid event. The tickets are $40, which is about the price of a half an hour lesson for 6 hours of full immersion going deep on sound quality. So I think we're going to have a great time, and the value is going to be really awesome for you. So if you want to have better sound on your clarinet, and let's be honest, who doesn't want to sound better when they play, then go to quickstartclarinet.com/sound. That link is also in the description. And of course, this wouldn't be a live Monday Music Motivation without me reminding you to fill out your practice template, your game plan for the week. Remember, you can get that template in the link in the description as well, or make it yourself. Date for the week, reflection on how things are going, goal for this week, and your plan. And I really hope that your goal for this week is to immerse yourself in sound quality. And in that plan, you put 9 a.m. Mountain Time this Saturday, May 20th. Schedule that in your calendar. Get your ticket so you can get signed up and be at the sound quality workshop that I'm doing. It's going to be a great time. And even if you aren't available, first of all, if you aren't available, there will be a replay and lifetime access to a replay for anybody who does have a ticket. Anybody who has a ticket will get lifetime access to the replay of the event. So even if you can't be there live on the 20th, you'll be able to see all of the good stuff that we go over. Obviously, if you're there live, you can ask questions and have a chance to actually play and work one-on-one in a mini lesson. But I understand that it's tricky to be there live, especially if it's like in the middle of the night for you in Australia or New Zealand. But it's going to be a great event. If you can be there live or the replay, it's going to be great for you. So go to quickstartclarinet.com/sound and immerse yourself. And even if you can't be there or aren't interested in this event, find something to immerse yourself in playing wise. Maybe you're really, really happy with your sound quality. We'll be talking about that a little bit in the workshop too. If you are really happy, there might be some little things that you're missing, or some things that we can tweak to maybe raise the expectations a little bit. But if you are really confident that you have really good sound quality is not a thing you're working on, find something else to immerse yourself in. Maybe it's finger motion. Take a practice session and just go deep on finger motion. You're going to do scales. You're going to be doing work with the metronome, different note groupings, things like that, to really go after fingers and be thinking about relaxed fingers the whole time and immerse yourself in that. Or maybe it's articulation and tonguing, or maybe it's just a specific piece and you're gonna listen to like at least 3 different recordings of it, hear the different interpretations following along with your music, and then actually practice it a little bit. There's all kinds of things that you can immerse yourself in, and that's always the best way to learn, is that full immersion where your brain really has to tackle things from lots of different angles and lots of different perspectives. So that's the Monday music motivation for today. Fill out your template, make your plan, go to quickstartclarinet.com/sound. That link's in the description, and get your tickets to the sound quality workshop that we're going to be doing this Saturday. And I hope to see you all there. Have a great week of practicing, and I'll hopefully see you on Saturday or next Monday on the next Monday Music Motivation.